In this tutorial here, we'll be looking at creating the noob's head. We'll be using the CAD commands revolve, fillet, and decal to produce the model, and we also want to be able to explain what those CAD commands do alongside producing a highly accurate model there. First thing we need to do actually is go into Google Chrome, and we're going to search for Roblox face and just Google search that, and then we can click images up here. You then want to decide on which face you'll need. One thing you should do though is hit tools there, go up to color and go transparent, and that means you'll get the kind of facial details without any background. You can select whichever one you want of those there. I'm going to go for the epic face. Right click on that there. I'm going to go save images, save image as. I'm going to save that in the same folder I am working in with my 3D CAD. So epic face, save there. We can then go into Inventor, and you might see your previous parts opened up there before. And remember, it's Autodesk Inventor Professional we're working in. You can go up to New, click the page icon there. Under Templates, we're going to Metric, as we have been, to make sure we're working in millimeters. And then we're going to select Standard under the part Create 2D and 3D Objects. Click Create there. So, first thing we need to do is we need to sketch out the head. So we're going to click Start 2D Sketch. We're going to select that XZ plane again, so the one I've got highlighted here, and click on that there. And we're going to use the rectangle tool. So make sure you get the right rectangle tool selected. We click on the little drop down arrow below that rectangle. I'm going for the rectangle 2 point. So clicking on that there. Again, just like before, we're going to hover over the center there until it goes green, and then we're going to drag up to the right and click again. So we've got a rectangle, this time not centered on the middle of the lines, going off to one side. Next, we're going to use a dimension tool again. So we're going to click dimension, we're going to click on that top line, then we're going to click to position our dimension there. That's 35. And if it disappears off the page, remember you can click zoom all on the right hand side there. Then we're going to click on the right hand line here, click there. Again, click to position where the number goes. We'll click over there, and then that's going to be 70. And again, we're going to click zoom all so we can see it all. So we've got 35 by 70. And then you can just click finish sketch after doing that there. Now, we can't really see what's going on. I'm just going to click the home button there. I'll zoom out so we can see the whole sketch. We're going to go up, and rather than clicking the extrude tool this time, we're going to use the revolve tool. So this creates a feature, a body, by revolving a sketch. So click that there. It's automatically selected that profile. That's great there. So the next thing we need to do is just select an axis. So click on the little red arrow there. And we want to select one of these longer edges. So we can click that there. And you see that's now revolve round. And it's revolved 360 degrees by default. And we can just click OK on that there. Again, I'm just going to click the home button so we can see it all, and we've got a cylinder now created. The head's kind of rounded at the top and bottom, so for that we're going to use another new tool. We're going to use the fillet tool, and it's similar, obviously in the same area as chamfer, and fillet adds or rounds one or more edges or faces. So we can click on that there. Default, it's gone for 2 millimeters. We're going to change that. We're going to make that 14, so just type in 14 there. Once you've done that there, you can just select the edge you want, and remember, just click on it once it goes red. And select the bottom one there as well, and we've got the 2, and it kind of previews what it's going to look like there. So we can just click OK. So that's our face added. All right, and that's the head kind of basic shape created. Next up, we're going to kind of rotate the head round, so holding Shift, holding the middle of the mouse button down, and I'm going to sketch a small cylinder on the bottom of this head here. So you're going to click Start 2D Sketch. And I'm going to click on that cylinder on the bottom, that circular area on the bottom there. I'm going to go over to my circle tool. I'm going to hover over the middle there. And I'm going to click in the middle, and I'm going to just drag out and create a circle. I'm going to go up to dimension. Click on the circle. And I'm going to click where to position my number, which is off to the side here. I'm going to make that 10. And then I'm just going to click the tick. And that's all we need to do then. We'll click Finish Sketch. Then I'm going to click Extrude again. and we've got this coming out the bottom. It's coming up for 10 mil by default. That's perfect. That's exactly what we want it. And it's sticking out the bottom now. We can just rotate that around to see that a little bit easier. That's what we need. So we can just click OK there. So now we've got our head, and that's going to help us attach it to the body. So next up, we're going to do something slightly different. We're going to go over to the model tree on the left-hand side here. I'm going to go to Origin. And we're going to hover over some of these planes. So we've got the X, Y, Z, YZ, XZ, and XY. On XY, we're going to right-click, and we're going to turn on visibility. So we click on visibility there. We need to add a new plane to help us add our image where we need it. So we've got the plane there. We're then going to go up to this plane tool over above work features, and we click on the little drop down there. I'm going to go offset from plane. So click on that there. We'll then click on that plane there, and it's asking us for a dimension. So we're going to make that 14. So we're not going to make that 14. We're going to make that 35. And it's going around the other side there. So we just rotate that round. That all looks good, and we can just do the wee tick there. We're then going to go right back, go back over to the model tree on the left there, and we're going to right click on XY plane, and we're going to turn off visibility. So we've just got that new plane visible. So now we're going to click Start 2D Sketch, the icon at the top left there, and we're going to select that work plane. And what we're going to do now is we're going to add an image. So up at the top here, above Insert, is the image icons and button. So we can click on that there, and now you're going to choose which face you want. So they kind of come up, might come up like this with a black square behind them. They might come up with a kind of checked square or a white square behind them. So click on that there, and I can click Open, and I can just kind of roughly position that over the top of my face, and then it keeps it'll automatically let you keep placing this here. So I need to press Escape to get rid of that there. So what I need to do now is it's filled the transparent area with a black coloring. So we need to just right click on that there, go Properties, and go Use Image Alpha. And that just means it'll allow transparency then. You can also, if it's come at an angle, you can also rotate left or rotate right, or you can flip it there as well. So that's useful to know. Just make sure your face is kind of centered over the face and you're happy with the size. You can adjust the size of it by clicking and dragging in the corners there. And once you're happy, you can click Finish Sketch. So I'm pretty happy with that there. And so the next thing I need to do is I need to make this a decal. So I'm going to click on that button up there. So just a few along from the extrude tool, quite a little small one. And it's asking me, it's got a little red arrow next to image, which means you need to select an image. So I'm going to select my image, and it's asking me to select a face. So I'm going to select a face, and then all I need to do is click OK. And you can see now, if I hold Shift and hold on the middle mouse key, it has wrapped that image onto the face. It's a really useful tool in Inventor. So that's that. So we want to hide that work plane. So we'll go back across our model tree on the left here, right click on work plane and turn off visibility. And we've got our face added. Last thing for you to do then is to add a bit of color. So we're going to make this, yellow. So go up here and go into yellow, and there we are. And then I can save that. So save that there as a head. And you can see I've got my arm, my body, and my leg there as well. And we can click Save. And that's us done on the modeling on this side. So we'll just pop back and see our success criteria there. So we've used Revolve, we've used Fillet, we've used the decal, and we've produced a nice accurate CAD model. So now I need to be able to explain what Revolve, Fillet, and decal do. And I'll leave you to do that.